Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. Strengthening military ties was the center of bilateral meeting between President Bongbong Marcos and U.S. President Joe Biden. This comes amid growing tensions with China over the recent near-collision incident in the West Philippine Sea. Reporting live from Washington, we have mobile journalist Julie Baisa with the rest of the details.
Diego, U.S. President Joe Biden reaffirms America's ironclad commitment to defend the Philippines, including in the South China Sea, as he welcomed President Bongbong Marcos in the White House today. In his opening remarks, Biden said that the U.S. will continue to support the Philippines' military modernization. The U.S. leader also noted a deep friendship between the two countries, a relationship he said has been enriched by millions of Filipino Americans and communities across the United States. For his part, President Marcos said that the relationship was essential, especially with the Philippines entangled in what he called the most complicated geopolitical situation right now. Because of this, the president stressed the importance for the country to strengthen its relationship with its sole treaty partner. This is the second bilateral meeting between Marcos and Biden. The two leaders first met on the sidelines of the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York last September. President Marcos also met with U.S. Agriculture Secretary Thomas Vilsack to discuss the Philippine government's priority programs, including food security. Marcos Jr. has also met with the Filipino community in Washington. Among the attendees of the President's meeting with the Filipino community are members of the Philippine Nurses Association and Global Migrant Heritage Foundation, as well as teachers, former U.S. Navy, and veterans. Diego, tomorrow, President Marcos will have a series of private meetings and coffee with Vice President Kamala Harris and Second Gentleman Douglas Emhoff. Diego?
Thank you for those updates. That was Julie Baisa reporting live from Washington. A political advisor describes China's recent statements on the near collision incident in the West Philippine Sea as strategic gaslighting. The Chinese Foreign Ministry has accused the Philippines of employing, quote, premeditated provocation by allowing journalists aboard the Philippine patrol vessel that almost crashed with a Chinese ship. China says the Philippines deliberately allowed journalists to join the patrol operations to create friction and blame it on China. Policy advisor and political strategist Richard Heydarian describes this statement as gaslighting. He explains that although China was the bully in the incident, it chooses to pin the blame on the Philippines. Heydarian also slammed columnist Bobby Tiglao, who believes that the PCG used the media as cannon fodder or pawns in the tensions between the Philippines and China.
Huwag natin kalimutan, ang China po ay nagka-claim ng 85% ng buong South China Sea. Hindi tayo nagka-claim ng Chinese waters, hindi tayo nagka-claim malapit sa Hainan or Fujian. Hindi nga pupunta yung mga mangingisda natin dyan. So this is a clear case of passing the buck, blaming the victim, right? This is victim. So dapat hindi tayo magpapadala sa mga ganitong nonsense. And I'm not sure kung may credibilidad, no? Yung argumento ng mga ibang supposed colonists dyan. When in fact, ang kutob ko dyan, more like talking points ito ng Chinese Embassy na narinig natin sa mga ganitong columns.
The Philippine Coast Guard also denies that they did something wrong or provocative during their maritime patrols, especially since these were conducted within the Philippines territory. The PCG also noted that they were authorized by the National Security Advisor and the Press Secretary to allow members of the media to join maritime patrols. They explain journalists play an important role in exposing the real situation in the West Philippine Sea.
The intention of which is for us to inform the international community of what is happening in the West Philippine Sea. We don't have any other reasons. From the very beginning, we disclose what are the objectives of this maritime patrol. I think it is unfair to say that we are using this media as a cannon fodder, as he put it.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Heads up to motorists in Metro Manila. Traffic authorities set to implement the single ticketing system in select cities in Metro Manila today. These are the cities of Manila, Quezon City, Parañaque, Caloocan, Muntinlupa, Valenzuela, and San Juan. The single ticketing system consolidates the corresponding fines of the top 20 common traffic violations. These include illegal parking, overloading, or defective motor vehicle accessories, as well as disregarding of traffic signs and number coding. The system aims to harmonize laws and traffic enforcement, as well as the process of apprehending violators. Aside from standardized fines and penalties, drivers' license of traffic violators will no longer be confiscated, but will be tagged with the LTO's Land Transportation Management System. The MMDA says it will also provide cashless payment options for traffic violators to minimize corruption and negotiations between drivers and motorists. Implementation of the single ticketing system is expected to be expanded to more areas of NCR and even other parts of the country following this dry run.
Dapat palaging incremento muna o batch by batch bago gawing region-wide o pati nationwide para kung may mga problema, pwede namin ayusin o i-adjust bago namin ilunsad po sa lahat. Pag lahat kaagad, kadalasan mas malaki po ang mga problema kaysa kung inulunsad muna sa kalahati para siguraduhin na seamless po ang sistema.
Here's a reminder for vloggers and content creators not to chase clout at the expense of public safety. A YouTube prank video is making rounds online for going horribly wrong. Creators of the channel Tukomi posted a video titled Kidnap Prank Gone Wrong, which shows masked men pretending to kidnap their accomplice out on the streets. It's all fun and games until an off-duty cop in civilian clothes pulls out a gun on them. The viral pranksters are now facing complaints for alarm and scandal. The PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group is also looking to file additional complaints since the video is still up online.
Hindi nga po natin po pwedeng basta na lang hayaan na patuloy po itong na-review ng ating mga kababayan dahil this may create disinformation.
Pwedeng mangyari na maging tunay tapos bigla silang masakote ng pulis tapos sasabihin prank lang to sir, yun pala totoo na pala yun.
Have you experienced getting hit on your NBI clearance because someone with the same name as you has a criminal record? Well, this may happen to no less than the president himself after a man named Ferdinand Marcos was arrested in Taguig. The half-British Filipino was arrested for alleged acts of lasciviousness. He was apprehended while partying in a bar in Taguig after 3 complainants claimed that they were harassed by the president's namesake. The suspect is now detained while complaints against him are being prepared. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 7:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.